It felt like it was like 5.5 hours. Not it was an eternity. Like, I don't even know how long it was, but he was done, and I was crying, and Tiffany was consulting me, and she was, apologizing.
At Carve, counting down this week's top country.
Hey, so our bases are like fuck. They're like kaput, they're like dust. Like the Iranians pummeled the ever-loving fuck out of our bases, and I don't believe that there's only 6 dead Americans. Just don't believe it. I believe that number is probably in the hundreds. The Iranians claim that they've killed like 500. We claim that 6 have died. I firmly believe that number is going to start to rise day by fucking day, bro. And it's all because Donald Trump is literally willing to sacrifice your entire generation as a blood sacrifice for Bibi Netanyahu because he's a fucking pedophile that is being blackmailed by the Zionists. On top of that, we have like fucking, what is it, like 3 fighter jets that were taken down, and we're claiming it was friendly fire from Kuwait. Bullshit, bullshit. I don't buy it for a second. Bullshit. That if it were friendly fire, first of all, that is my tax dollars shooting down my tax dollars. So it's still fucking unacceptable. Meanwhile, the French came out and said, we are upgrading our nuclear arsenal, and we will no longer tell you how many fucking nukes we have because fuck you. Then the Spaniards fucking kicked us out of their bases because they don't want to get bombed.
That's fucking crazy. That is fucking crazy. That is fucking crazy. Where the hell is that guy? Where's my crazy dude? That's so crazy.
Every crowd scream, no cap.
I'm live on Move to Japan.
All fire.
Here's the full track. Yeah, boo, I'm the road with Nazi. Oh, boo, and a nice tonight. Isaac Bruce marching just a blow up.
Undocumented dreams getting stomped in the mud. Time to call it out.
Fake fuck Christians. Fake fuck Christian. Pedo loving Nazi. Hide behind the Bible, but your soul's getting flashy. Fuck the fake Christian. Pedo loving Nazi. Raids on the borders, kids in the trash. Fake fuck Christian. Pedo loving Nazi. Dabble in the pulpit. Time to expose the cash. Fake fuck Christian. Pedo loving Nazi. We ain't praying no more. We rising, we crash.
We got the headless. We have Antifa FM playing live on YouTube. It's a headless 24-hour non-stop, all right, non-stop radio, all right. So what you're listening to right now is Antifa FM YouTube channel coming from Antifa.com. We're growing. We're Antifa. We're spreading around. We are activating, baby. We're getting ready for the civil war that's coming to America. We're organizing. We're putting out the music. All right, we're ready to fight, motherfuckers. We're ready to fight fucking Nazis. Whether they're MAGA Nazis, whichever fucking Nazis they are, we're ready to fight. And we got the tunes. We're gonna mosh pit them bitches.
Time to expose the cash. Fake fuck Christian. Pedo loving Nazi. We ain't praying no more. We rising, we crash.
Yeah, alright, altar boys with the tiki torch flags, preaching purity while they protecting the prayers. Family values my ass, it's a family of frauds, covering tracks like confessional bras. Eyes agents praying before the dawn sweet, cuffing dreams in the street, making grandmas with you love the orange idol, tweeting from the throne, but your God's getting ghosted. Truth gets shown. Beetle rings ringing like your collection plate. Nazi youth groups in the basement sealing fate. We undocumented, but our fighters undocumented too. Burning through the hypocrisy, straight exposing you. No more turning cheeks, we flipping the script. Revolution in the rhyme, watch the empire slip.
Fake fuck Christian, fuck pedo loving Nazis. Pedo loving Nazis.
But you gotta stop the tears down.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, fuck the frauds.
Antifa in the house.
There it is. pure rage.
That's right.
Repetitive like FDT, but
You know,
laser-focused
no
on
new
fake
wars.
irony raids.
And Trump, what did he
Stayed
do?
over
Start a
that
new
G-funk
war.
bounce.
A war he's gonna lose. A war MAGA is gonna fucking lose. MAGA can't win this war. War against Iran. They're already fucking up our bases. They're already shooting down our planes. Oh, friendly fire my ass, dude. And you MAGA motherfuckers need to sign up and get your asses over there and fight for your cult leader. Get your fucking asses to Iran and fight for your cult leader. It's your war. It's not our war. It's your cult leader war. As your gas prices are gonna go to $7 a gallon. You know, all they need to do is shut down a little strait. That's all they need to do. That's all they need to fucking do. They just sit back and say, bring your fucking MAGA bitches asses to the beach, right? That's all they need to do. We can't win this war. This is a war we cannot win.
Fleeing the gangs under Guatemala's harsh sun. Mom held her tight through borders and night, leaving the threats, extortion and blight. Los Angeles streets became her new home, on a road shining on the track she'd roam. Senior with big dreams in her clear eyes, under California skies, free from those lies. Fake folk Christian, pedal loving Nazis, you know. They're doing this, you know, in the dead of the night. Crosses on their walls, swastikas in their hearts, rounding up innocents, tearing lives apart. Fake folk Christian, pedal loving Nazis, you know. They're doing this, you know. History never stops. Routine check-in on just any old day. Agents closed in, no words left to say. Detained without warning, shipped far away.
What have I ever fought for? I'm fighting right now, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. You little simp. All you are is a fucking simpleton. Alright, it's all you are. Get the fuck out. Go read the Constitution, bitch. Go read the Constitution. I'm giving you 30 minutes. Go read the Constitution, come back. Stop being a dumb fuck.
To the past. Fake fuck Christian, pedal of the Nazis, you know. They're doing this, you know, in the dead of the night. Crosses on their walls, swastikas in their hearts, rounding up innocents, tear lives apart. Fake fuck Christian, pedal of the Nazis, you know. They're doing this, you know. History never stops.
Alright, welcome to the show. You're listening to The Voice of America, coming to you from Japan. The Voice of America. I'm 012 or Undaudu, or the raving Antifa. The raving Antifa, Undaudu. Bringing you the fight tunes. You know, Trump's going to try to overturn the elections. He's going to try not to suppress the elections coming up this November. And that's when the revolution starts, folks. That's when the boots hit the grounds, folks. When Trump tries to steal the election by some bullshit like Insurrection Act or some false flag operation like Putin did, or trying to federalize elections, that's when the Civil War starts, guys. Starts this November. If we don't have our free and fair elections like we've had for the last 100 years, then guess what? Right? Game over. Game over. All right. A 16-year-old. He's got his shoe untied. On there. How was your test? Good. Oh, garbage bag up there. I want that water.
Can I go now?
We're leaving now. We're going home. On there. He's a fucking Nazi. He's a pedo, dude. Why do you support a pedo? That's the better question there. All right? Why do you support someone who's a fucking pedo? He's a pedo. He's a liar. He's a fucking scumbag. That motherfucker, dude. He's not a fucking president, dude. He's a piece of shit. He needs to be in jail. He needs to be fucking hanged, dude, for treason. That's what that fucker needs to be. Fucking hanged for treason. Right? He's committed treason over and over and over. That motherfucker should be hanged. That's what he says about Millie. That's what he says about other people. They should be hanged for treason. No, dude. The only treason is Trump. All right. Oh, look at Captain's in here. Captain, dude. Go and fucking get on your grinder, bitch. Get out of here. Fucking Captain. Dude, he's so in love with me. Captain just keeps coming in here. So in love with me, Captain. My little bitch. Captain, my little bitch. That's what you are. Uneducated. I have a double master's. Oh, I'm uneducated. Dude, I've got more education than you ever could fucking imagine. You dumb fuck. Do you have a double master's? No, you don't.
Same broken brain. No conscience, no soul, no heart inside.
I'm glad, John, because stupid is what you look at every day. Stupid is what you look at every day. You support a fucking pedo. Someone that's in the Epstein files, right? More than 100,000 times redacted. That's stupid. Right? On there. Right? Oh yeah, look at you're talking about yourself, Mike, your double chair. Look at these little Nazis, these fake fuck Nazis coming in here. Look at them. Look at Mike. Oh, are you really hurt? You're gonna really hurt my feelings? Saying double chin when you worship a fucking pedo, right? You know he's a pedo. That's why you don't want him unredacted. You don't want him unredacted because you know he's a fucking pedo. You worship a fucking pedo. That's the fact. That's the fact there, Mikey. You are a pedo worshipping dipshit. That's all you are. A pedo worshipping dipshit. You don't think a guy who's best friends with a pedo for 15 years isn't a pedo? You think a guy that's in the Epstein file so much isn't a pedo? And you have nothing to say. You can't defend it. You cannot defend that Trump isn't a fucking pedo because you know he is. And you defend pedos. That just says everything about you need to know about you. That's all you need to know. You're just a pedo lover, dude. Not only that, you're a fake fuck Christian. You're persecuting other Christians like the Romans persecuted Christians. You're no different than the Romans persecuting the Christians or the Nazis persecuting the Jews in 1934. You're no different. You're just losers, man. You're just losers. And you're gonna lose this war. Trump can't win this war. He's gonna act like he did, but he can't win. Watch him leave. I don't give Trump 2 weeks. 2 weeks, he'll be out of there. 2 weeks, he's gonna say, oh, we won. Oh, we did good, right? Oh, bro, you need to settle down. Get this bitch out of here. Get this fucking fake fuck Christian, pedo Nazi out. Get this bitch out of here. Get him out of here. Yeah, the Philippines. You'd be deported, Tim. Any Filipino would be fucking deported. All right? Another. Get these Nazis out of here. These fake fuck Christians. Get them out of my chat. All right? Welcome to the show. This is not a safe space for MAGA. You get deported out of here. Show your, fuck around and find out. We don't give a fuck about you in this channel. You can fuck off to one of your little, bitch channels where you talk about nonsense, right? But not in here. You can fuck off. This goes out to all the Hispanics out there, the true Americans, our neighbors who are being persecuted.
se joda la clase multimillonaria con su viaje libre de impuestos. Que se jodan los senadores, la bebota sin nada por dentro. Que se joda el culto maga bebiendo veneno cada día. Que se jodan los títeres mediáticos hilando mentiras por paga. Que se jodan los campos fronterizos y la máquina de crueldad. Que se joda la Corte Suprema coronando un régimen fascista. Que se joda el silencio de cobardes que deberían gritar fuerte. Que se joda cada cara en esa multitud de gorra roja. Fake fuck Christians, pedo loving Nazis. Fuck your whole agenda and your fucking atrocities. Fake fuck Christians, pedo loving Nazis. We coming for the throne, watch it fall to pieces. Fuck your thoughts and prayers. Fuck your laws and lies. Fuck your stolen power. Watch it fucking die. Que se joda el presidente criminal y su torre dorada. Que se joda.
This music's coming to you from Antifa YouTube. It's a headless YouTube channel I set up. 24 hours Antifa music. So in your car, if you have a player, you can just play it, hook it up to your car, you know. Or you go to antifafm.com. We also have a player there you can listen to. I have real-time music.
Watch it fall to pieces. Que se jodan todos. Que se jodan todos. Que se jodan todos. Watch it fall to pieces. Raise your voice, America. You know the truth. Birth certificate 2011. Racist lies is stairway to heaven. Biggest crowd, alternative facts. Mexico gonna pay, take that shit back. Lock her up, she's walking free. His crew into jail, the irony. Eating the dogs, eating the cats. Springfield said no, but he don't need facts. Lies, lies, lies. That's the only play. Fake fuck Christian pale loving Nazi. Oh, lies, lies, lies. Every single day. Fake fuck Christian pale loving Nazi. Bible's his favorite, can't quote a verse. 2 Corinthians, but America first. Never asked God for forgiveness once. Held the Bible like a prop. What a son. Epstein flies, but he barely knew. Very fine people, swastikas too. Sold you the fear and he sold you the hate. 30,000 lies, is America great? Hey! Lies, lies, lies. That's the only play. Fake fuck Christian pedo loving Nazi. Lies, lies, lies. Every single day. Fake fuck Christian pedo loving Nazi. Drug prices down 500%. 6th grader knows it's not how math win. Tariffs on taxes, you pay the bill. Stealing your money and lying still. Stolen election, 60 courts said no. January 6th, watch it all burn slow. Million COVID dead, it's gonna disappear. Flood the zone with shit year after year. Lies, lies, lies. That's the only play. Fake fuck Christian pale loving Nazi. Oh, lies, lies, lies. We see right through you. Fake fuck Christian, we're coming for you. Yeah. Lies, lies. We see through the lies. Lies. We see through the lies.
All right. Other side. Hold on. All right, let's go. So we've got an Antifa YouTube channel.
Epstein file. They pray on their knees, then they pray on the weeds. Grifters with a forked tongue.
It's got a new look. It's got news, It's got news on the bottom. Look, we got a little news ticker.
They don't love the Nazis. Your gospel of hate. It's just for the MAGA army. Sinners, not winners. You're tipping the scales. Billionaires bleed in the pool while democracy.
Now that'd be on you there, Toad. That'd be on you, dipshit. That'd be you. You worship a fucking pedo, Toad. Explain that to me. Explain how you worship a pedo. We're gonna go for sushi. Let's go for the best sushi in Japan. Toad, explain that to me. Explain why do you worship a pedo? Why do you think Trump is not a pedo? Explain that to me, Toad. Toad, explain that to me. Can you explain it to me, Toad? No, you can't, can you? Can you explain it? If Obama wanted to sue the IRS for $10 billion, Toad, would you want Obama impeached? Would you, Toad? Would you want Obama impeached if he was suing the IRS for $10 billion? Yes or no? Toad, would you want him impeached, Toad? Would you want Obama impeached if he stole $10 billion and gave it to some foreign organization that Obama controlled, sat on the board for life, took $10 billion of your tax and just decided to put it over there without any oversight or anything? Would you want Obama impeached, Toad? See, the answer is yes, yes, yes. Oh, how about this? How about if Obama started a fucking war without congressional approval, Toad? How about if Obama started a war? Right? Would you want the bitch impeached? Of course you would. But not your dear leader. Not your pedo leader, Toad. You see how dumb you are, Toad? You see how dumb MAGA is? All you need to do is replace Trump's name with Obama and ask them a question, and it would be 100% yes, I'd want the motherfucker impeached. But as soon as you take away Obama's name and you put Trump's name, oh no! Oh, that's all good. Insane. Fucking insane. Here, Ramos.
Speaking only pure picture, applying the gangs under Guatemala's harsh sun. Mom held her tight through borders and night, leaving the threats, extortion and blight. Los Angeles streets became her new home.
What's your point, Toad? So you have to be American? You have to be American to answer the question? Is that what you're telling me? All right? Is that what you're telling me, Toad? That you have to be American to answer the fucking question? If where are you from, Toad? Where do you live, Toad? Are you British? Sounds like you're British to me. Toad keeper. Where are you from, Toad? I'm not. You're not. Dude, you're an idiot. You should be obsessed with Trump. You start. Why do you think I'm listening to AI? Because I can create the songs I want. Do you think I can create a song as good as this? Do you think I can create a song? Could you create, Toad, could you create a song as good as this? Right? Could you create a song as good as this, Toad? Are you able? Are you that? Dude, this is a two-year-old, all right, system in creating masterpieces. If you were 2 years old creating music like this, wouldn't you say you would be a genius? If you were 2 years old creating music like this, wouldn't you be like, oh my God, that you are a genius. AI is fucking genius. Imagine what it's gonna do when it's 5 years old. Imagine what it's gonna do when it's 10. Right? Imagine.
Agents closed in, no words.
And here's the other beautiful thing. I don't have to worry about any fucking copyright. No copyright. This shit's my music. And JS's. This is our fucking music. Alright? My music. I own it, bitch.
To the land of drugs, trafficking, dread. Enemies waiting where angels fear to tread. Medications taken, health fading fast. Hiding in shadows, clinging to the past. Fake fuck Christian, peddle of a Nazi. this, you know, in the dead of the night. Crosses on their walls, swastikas in their hearts, rounding up innocence, tearing lives apart. Fake fuck Christian, pedal loving Nazis, you know, they're doing this, you know, history never stops. Romans nailed the faithful to crosses of wood, lions and arenas for the empire's good. No mercy for those who believe with heart. Persecuted souls torn apart. Nazis marked the stars, loaded the trains, death camps and just chains. Now the dreamers deported, mothers falling low. The same ancient hate in modern lives woe. From Coliseum sands to cold cells today, the powerful devour stories without say. 2 months in hiding, the stress killed her at last. Estella fell dead, leaving Nori alone in the vast. Buried at 45 in her Maya dress fine, orphaned in Quetzaltenango, crossing the line. Distant relatives, fear and pain like a chain, defending yourself in this foreign domain. A young life shattered, no mother to guide, fighting to survive where everything dies. Fake fuck Christian, pedal loving Nazis, you know, they're doing this, you know, in the dead of the night. Crosses on their walls, swastikas in their hearts, rounding up innocence, tearing lives apart. Fake fuck Christian, pedal loving Nazi. They're doing this, you know. You know. Alone now, you know. You know. You know.
You're listening to ravingantifa.com. We also have our YouTube channel up.
Crank this up to straight YGFDT.
You go to Antifa FM YouTube channel, Antifa FM, or AntifaFM.com. Get your access to Antifa music. I'm 012 or Undadu, your host, coming to you live from Japan. Right? Hope you're doing good. Hope everyone's doing good. We don't let Nazis in here. So if you're a Nazi, if you're a fake fuck Christian, you want to fuck around and find out, you're gonna be handed you the door. So I hope everyone's doing good. Let's give a news report. We've lost 3 jets now. America's lost 3 jets since starting this illegal war. We've lost 6 servicemen, but probably a lot more. It's being kept a secret. Our bases are being fucking hammered, right? The Gulf is the Straits of Hormuz or whatever it is. It's a little peninsula that where 20% of all oil flows has been shut off. About only a few ships are getting through there, and we are, there are riots going all over the world, happening in Brazil, happening in Pakistan, attacking our embassies. And this is, when you kill a religious leader, what you do is there's a lot. Imagine someone, killing Trump, right? And let's see how crazy MAGA is. Like the guy with the staple gun going at the FBI office and shit like that, the thing. There's crazies. Dude, there's 90 million. There's I don't know, more than 90 million. There's probably 100 million people that are fanatical about this guy that we killed. And now we're gonna have a bunch of crazies out there strapping bombs on themselves, wanting to blow up our planes, do all this shit. That's what we've done. You think they're gonna forget you killing imagine if you're a Christian, someone killing the Pope. Imagine if you're a Buddhist, someone killing the Dalai Lama. That's the equivalent of who this guy was, right? He was their religious leader. It was their Pope. their Dalai Lama, right? The Ayatollah. Now, he was a piece of shit, don't get me wrong. But, you know, when you think solving a problem, a simple, you know, you take this attitude like, oh, this is a problem. This is a bitch, let's kill him. That's a simple solution to a complex problem. The complex problem, oh shit, I just infuriated 100 million people, and if just 0.0001% of them are fanatical, goddamn, that's, you know, that's 10,000, right? 10,000 to 100,000, you know, 10,000 to 100,000 individuals that are willing to strap fucking TNT on their body and blow themselves up. Fuck, dude, do I really want that? Would it be better for us just to let this motherfucker die with natural causes, you know, and not like get a bunch of suicide bombers running around blowing themselves up? Because that's what's coming, guys. That's what's coming. You know, we're so fucking dumb. Well, MAGA's dumb. This isn't an American war, people. This is a Trump war. And Trump's gonna lose this war. He can't win it. There's no winning solution unless he puts boots on the ground. If he puts boots on the ground, there's gonna be massive casualties in America. And he's not gonna want that. So he's not gonna put boots on the ground. So he's gonna prolong it. But here's the deal. In 2 weeks, oil's gonna be over $100 a barrel. What does that mean to you? That means your gas price is $5 a gallon. Oh shit, that doesn't work out. How are you gonna feel when your gas is $5 a gallon? How are you gonna feel about that? Anyone? Are you gonna like that? Are you gonna be going, Trump, $5 a gallon? How about when it's $7 a gallon? Because all Iran has to do is choke the Straits. It's literally America's cock and balls. Iran is holding America by its cock and balls. That's the Straits. Because 20% of the world's oil flows through there, right? They've got all these cities that are like, you know, some cities, 90% of their water comes from desalination. Did you know that? Did you know that? That's in, that some of the places down there, like 90% of their water comes from desal? Like Kuwait. Did you know that Kuwait? So one little, you know, send a little drone, blow up a desalination plant, all of a sudden, the people are thirsty. Now, the rich people are gonna get their water. Who do you think is not gonna get their water? The poor people aren't gonna get their water. 90% of the individuals that are in these cities are indentured slaves. They're from different countries, they're Muslim, they're working, they live in shacks, they just work for nothing. They're practically slaves. The slaves aren't gonna get their water. What happens when slaves don't get their water? They revolt against their masters, right? There's so many different things that can happen. It's amazing. It's like, what the fuck is gonna happen? Because Trump can't wait. Waiting, he loses. Trump can't attack. Attacking, he loses, right? You know, so what the fuck is he gonna do, right? And all this time, the longer he waits, the more it's gonna cost you as an American, cost me, it's my fucking gas prices are gonna go fucking up. I'm thinking about maybe buying a bunch of gas and storing it. You know, I'm thinking about, I've got these big containers, I think I might go and just buy a shit ton of gas, which is illegal, or maybe pre-buy a bunch of gas, pre-buy it now, and say, hey, I want to pre-buy my gas. I know a gas station attendant. Revolt's coming, Daniel. Revolt's coming this November. See, Trump, you have to understand, let me explain to you why Trump attacked Iran. Trump attacked Iran because in his mind, if he's at war, he can stay on as president. See, Trump is stupid. Trump is a Dunning-Kruger. You know, he said this multiple times about Ukraine. Oh, you didn't have to leave. You're in a war. So in his head, in Trump's fucking head, he thinks that if he's in a war, he doesn't have to leave the presidency. Right? That's what Trump thinks. So that's part of his thinking. Another thing is he's dumb. And people came to him and said, oh, we're going to send 3 carrier fleets to the area. We're going to send B-6. You'll never see, this is bigger than any World War II. This is the biggest operation. This is going to be on you, Mr. President. And he's like, oh, wow, the biggest operation. That's how dumb he is, dude. So they just sold him on size, right? The bigger, the better. And Trump is so fucking dumb. He's like, oh, okay. And then in reality, you got hawks like, running the system that have been wanting to attack Iran for the last 30, 40 years. There's hawks in the Pentagon and other things that wanted to take. And then he let the tail wag the dog. He's the dog. He's the bitch on there. Exactly, Timbo. No. What did he delete that for? He's right. Timbo's right. He's right. Trump, Epstein, Israel. There, well, you have to hide him. Here, let me hide you, Timbo. Timbo's not a troll. I unhid you, Timbo. I unhid you, Timbo. I unhid you. Ow, he's good. It's all right. It's easy when we don't. With Timbo, used to be blue. Yeah, unhide. If you see people, unhide them. Let me unhide you too, Daniel. I don't know why you're hiding people, Al. It's supposed to. It's supposed to scare the fuck out of you. Especially like if I move like this and all of a sudden you see the smiley face. Look, you're like, I'm like this, you don't see him there. And all of a sudden I go like this, I do a little to the right. And that's scared of, it's like, sit like this here. Especially at nighttime. At nighttime, the car's all dark and I'm sitting like this and you join the channel. And all of a sudden I move aside and there's a smiling black guy right there behind me. God damn, it gets a lot of people. Right? It's Mr. Brown. I got Mr. Brown in the back seat. What the fuck is that thing? God damn. You just need to click on YouTube, click on the thing, switch account, and then change your account, Timbo. It's easy to do. You don't lose your YouTube accounts. If you're logged in, you have your Google, you log into your Google account on there. We're going to go to a sushi restaurant. Headed to a good sushi restaurant here. On there. Anyway, hope everyone's doing good. I've been curating my Rex on this one though. What does that mean? Algo is locked in. Oh, recommendations. Curating your recommendations. Am I good for that? Fuck, missed the light. God, I don't know, I got the light. Sweet, I got the arrow. I'm headed to get my MRI. Anyone have an idea how much it costs in Japan? You walk in the hospital, you go, I want an MRI, and how much it costs you? Any idea? I'm in Japan. I'm in Japan. No. No. $7,000 is not too far. It is like $45. $45 for an MRI in Japan. That's it. 45 bucks to go in and get an MRI. 80 yen, that'd be like 8 cents. That'd be like 4 cents. 80 cents, like 30 cents. Is Japan in the US, says JJ? Dude, you need to go back to school. I hate being in the I hate this. This is like the most dangerous fucking road in the city. Look how narrow it is. This road is so fucking bad. It's not bad right now, but look, it's so narrow. Look how narrow these roads are. And then you got head-on traffic. Look at the head-on traffic. Look at this. Look, you're practically driving at the other person. 4-lane highway. So tight. I really hate this road. Yeah, I do. I live here. And we got road work now, this shit here. I really don't like this road. Look, these guys, workers, what the fuck are these guys doing? They're fixing the road or something. This guy's saying slow down. Look, they're fixing the road. What? Let me go straight. Why does this guy move over? Look, I got it. If I time this right, look, I'm gonna time this right to green. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. And I got green. Give me green. God damn. And I beat the truck, and I got all those cars behind me. See all the cars? Fucking, they all like moved over. We're going down to a sushi restaurant. This is the city. This city's got like 500,000 people in it. This is Japan for you. Yeah, it's crazy. Look how close I'm to that blue car. Look at this lane. Look at this lane. I'm practically driving. I mean, head-on collision here, it'd be game over. This road sucks. Let's get in front of this car. Just bulge my way into the truck in front of me. We got the by the way, Shadow. Hey, by the way, guys, we got the headless channel up. So Antifa FM YouTube channel is now up. Ain't gonna do shit, dude. Ain't gonna do shit. The Kurds, they've gone down this path before. They got fucked by us in Afghanistan. They got fucked by us in Turkey. Dude, they got fucked by us in Turkey. Remember? Turkey came in and we fucked them in Turkey. They went in there and took all their land. Yeah, the Kurds. And the thing, it doesn't matter. All of this shit takes time. What you're not realizing, guys, what you're not realizing is America doesn't have time, right? You understand? America doesn't have time. America doesn't have, let's spend a month, 2 months on this shit, because because all Iran has to do is keep the straits closed. You're going to have to, you know, basically what they're going to have to do is do a beachhead and take the straits, right? And then you're going to have to run U.S. ships up and down. Oh my God, you're going to run ships down a fucking straits where you've got mountains and, you know, you got all these high positions where Iran can take out a ship, dude, where they can run, you know, they've got autonomous boats and shit like that, right? Like Ukraine has. You know how Ukraine, we're going to start seeing our capital ships going down like Russia. You know how Russia saw their capital ships, all their ships getting sunk by Ukraine? Guys, get ready for that. Get ready for U.S. ships getting fucking sunk. When we start escorting shits, right? Because we're going to have to. We're going to expose our ships. Our ships aren't designed to go down a fucking estuary, right? There's mountains on either side. And, you know, they're gonna just launch, you know, 1,000 drones at the shit, dude. They've already have, Tim. They've already effectively closed them. They've effectively closed them right now. The straits are effectively closed, and they're closed in two different ways too. The insurance companies aren't going to underwrite ships going through that fucking passage, right? So the ships aren't going to go through the passage, Tim, unless they get underwritten. So right now they're like, you got to up your premiums, crazy amounts of money, which means that they're going to have to charge more for what they're carrying, which means they have to renegotiate contract. Dude, it's a fucking quagmire. It's a legal fucking quagmire right now. Dealing with the insurance companies, all of that shit. Okay? Right? It's a quagmire. And it's like an 80% of the traffic just stopped. And they've already said, you bring your ships through there, we're blowing them up. Right? Let's see if I got a parking spot here. This is where I'm going. Oh, shit, there's no parking spot here. Oh, there is a parking spot. I got one parking spot. This is the best sushi in Japan. I'm taking you to the best sushi restaurant. There's fucking hard parking in here, though. What the hell music is this?
Birthday card from Trump on different secret lines. Go for traffic teams, vintage Justin wine.
All right.
Hope it's not too late, another child on time. Fake fuck flock still kissing. Beyond showing.
And we'll leave the car running because you can charge that. All right. This guy left. Oh, there's 2 parking spaces up here. I could have parked here. Is it closed? Fuck, maybe closed. What does this sign read?
The sign is in Japanese. The large characters in the middle say Eigyo Chu, which means open for business. The smaller red text above says Rose no Shureshimashita, meaning the morning session has ended. So basically the shop is currently open, but the morning hours are done.
What does morning hours mean?
Morning hours just refers to the time period in the day.
코
when the shop
다시
is
봐.
open.
디스커스.
Exactly. So in this case, the shop was open earlier in the morning, but not the morning was finished.
ここに名前書いてある
It's probably best to check the afternoon or evening hours. Or got it. If you need any help finding their afternoon schedule or any other info about the shop, just let me know. Otherwise, I'm here if you have any other tasks or signs you need translated.
Well, they put me in, even though they were technically closed. They put me in on there.
That's really nice of them. Sounds like they're accommodating you despite the morning cutoff. If you need anything else, like confirming a time.
It's nice. So I'm a regular here. So I've been coming here for 20 years. This is the store. Well, it's really old-fashioned. It's really packed right now. Basically, it said that they're open, but they're after. Basically, their morning is from 11 to now. I think they close at 2. It's 1 o'clock now. So, and then they reopen in the afternoon at around 5 o'clock. So they're kind of like closing down. I used to. So this is the. I need to use the. All right, which is the Fukui salmon? Which one is Fukui salmon?
So the Fukui Meisui salmon is the one priced at 380 yen. It's labeled just below the standard salmon options. So if you're looking for that special Fukui style salmon, it's the one on the red plate with the bigger price tag.
And all right, what do I press to order here? I forget.
No problem. After you select the item, you'll choose whether you want wasabi or not. You'll see the buttons for with wasabi or without wasabi. Once you confirm that, just press the big orange kette confirm button and your order will go through.
The breed, this is my favorite right here, is over.
Nice choice. That one looks really good. Once you've got it selected, just confirm, and then if you...
What's the difference between the green and the orange?
Good question. Typically, the green button is for confirming or going back to review your order, while the orange button usually finalizes and submits it. So if you're ready to place your order, hit the orange one.
Read it. I don't think you're right.
Ah, sure. The green button actually says order confirmation, so it's the one you press to confirm your entire order. The orange button says clear all, so that would remove everything from your cart. So yeah, you'd want the green one to finalize everything.
See, you can't trust AI. See, I was checking it there.
Absolutely. You're right. It's
Okay. Press the orange one would have cleared my order on there. Lying AI. And this is what they want to be driving autonomous drones. Oh yeah, that's the enemy. Let me run down and blow them up. In fact, it's like a school of girls. That's AI. That's what the Pentagon wants. What's up, Mr. G? Let's see what else I got here. Now you just gotta wait. Yeah, it's just still dumb. It's weird because it didn't actually. What does it like in that sense? There, I didn't tell it to read it, and it just like guessed. Right? You have to physically tell it read what it says. Which is is it the green or the orange? Doesn't cut it. Read the green, read the orange, read the Japanese, translate it to English, and then tell me what it says. No, that's ChatGPT. I usually use ChatGPT for translation. Over here. I don't know where the owner is. This is behind the scenes. Look, you can see behind the scenes. This is like a real, like that's the young kid there is the master. She's support. There's three. She makes the sushi rolls over there. He does the sashimi. He's the main, and then she does the cooked. Right, like if you want stuff. So she's like number 2 in the roll. Hang out wasabi. I'll give you guys you guys can pretend you're having sushi. They go too much. Thank you. will make the real color. Yeah, I am following what's going on in the Middle East. Look at this here. Look at this guy right here. Look at this. This is local shrimp. Pinch the bottom, pinch that tail off. すいません、わさびお願いします。はい。はい、ありがとう。Let's see, what do I have? I put in here. Look at this. Look at the size of this. Look at the size of this yellowtail. Look at that. What I do is I basically saute the fish into the sauce and then I put it back on, right? And then, I got more. This is shell, more of that. Range a little better. What do you say? Oh, look at this here. You gotta pull the head off. Pull the legs off. And then it uses a little bit of shell in the back here too. Now the Japanese would do it probably with chopsticks. That's why you want napkin. And then you take your shrimp and soak it in. Get a good soak in it. What's up, T-shirt? Look at that. And there it is. Very much oishi. What's your story? Fun Sky? You're an old timer, Fun Sky. You're as old as the cow as me. Welcome to the channel. Now, this is wild caught. This salmon right here is not farmed. This is wild caught local salmon. You can see the coloring of it. It looks completely different. It's a different color, really fatty, not grown in a cage, but caught out in the wild. So good. Yeah. Look at that. and then I saute it in my wasabi. Saute it. So good. So good. I gotta get to the hospital here. I can't eat anymore. So good. I love yellowtail. That's what I love, is yellowtail. They're out of the fatty yellowtail. This is yellowtail. What we call brie, or hamachi. Where is my... Ordered one more. Then we gotta get it. We gotta go. This is a big fatty piece of yellowtail. Look at the size of it. I mean, I'm a big dude. So look at the size of this thing compared to me. This thing is huge. I'm not a whiskey drinker. All right. It sure is. You know. Arigato. Oh, this is not what I wanted. I wanted eel. What am I shigaita? It's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. God damn it. I didn't want this. I got this cooked fish. It's not what I wanted. This is mine now. We gotta get out of here. Yeah, I've ridden the bullet train. Bad. A lot, quite a bit. It's expensive. It's about the same price as flying. Come on, lady. Hope this is mine. Is this mine? Is this mine? Because I gotta leave here. Put you. Hey, arigato. There you go. Look at that. This is what I eat last. It is the tuna. It's the eel, cooked eel. With this amazing sauce. They slow cook it over fire. Here you go, Al. Only for you. Here you go, buddy. Here you go, Al. This next one's for you. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Look. I can't even eat it. The rice is falling apart. It's really good. Okay, kudasai. How do I settle out? How do I? Look out. Oh, that one? Okay. Went through. That one? That one? Here you go. Hey, arigato. Thank you. Okay, let's go. Arigato. Shikata. So good. Run in here. Oh shit, muted. Sorry about that. I was like saying that this is like the best sushi place, and there's a line going around it on the weekends. There's literally a line around this building. It's so hard to get in. All right, see, I need to go to the hospital. Let's see here. Wow. Let's go left. And I guess I go this way. Shit, I got like 10 minutes to get to the hospital for my appointment. So good. What's still going on? So we got our headless channel going. So anytime you want Antifa FM station is going. Look, right? You can go there. It's running 24/7. So the music's running 24/7 now on YouTube. I'm trying to think, how do I get to the... Should have gone the other way. Kind of went the wrong way. It's kind of the busy way. And she took so long. I ordered the wrong fish. I should have left like 5 minutes ago. Tell you, move to Japan. Get your passport. It's 1934, folks. 1934. Shit's not gonna, I mean, I think it comes down. I really think it's gonna come down to this November. This November tells us if we have a democracy or not. This November is gonna tell us if we still have a democracy. Our democracy is pretty much fucked. And we're gonna find out this November if it's been really totally fucked. Have they stolen? Have the fascists stolen our democracy? Do we not have democracy anymore? Because that's what they're going to try to do. That's what they're going to try to do this November. So it all comes down to this November. I really believe that this November is going to decide whether or not the revolution, the second revolution 2.0 happens. I really think November is going to be the deciding factor. I really think that Trump is going to try to use the Iran war as an excuse, right? He's already federalizing or trying to federalize the election, which is a poll tax. I think he's going to call for the Insurrection Act. I think he's going to call for red states not to hold elections because it's too dangerous, and they're going to do that. It's going to force things. He's going to do it like at the last moment. He's going to try to mess up the election somehow. And he's hoping that the Supreme Court is going to rule in his favor, which they may. And I think that's going to be the point where people will say that enough's enough. I really think that that's going to be the breaking point. I don't know what you guys think. Yeah, and the Epstein files really proves that, WP. All right, WP, how am I a crackpot? What part is a crackpot? KJ, what part? You don't think Trump is going to use, I mean, there's already an executive order to federalize the elections, legal, right? The only reason why he's attacking Iran is because of Ukraine. He didn't have to have elections, so Trump is stupid. Trump is stupid. So he thinks, because I'm in a war with Iran, I don't need elections. That's what's going on in Trump's head. Seriously, that's what he's thinking. Put a 1 in chat if you agree, or 0. I'm just curious. Anyone else agree with that? I think Trump really thinks that if he's a wartime president, he doesn't have to have elections. That's what he's thinking. That's a 1 or 0. Am I wrong? Right? You think I'm wrong? You don't think Trump is thinking that being a wartime president can? Because see, Ukraine did that. Poppins, Ukraine did that, and he said it. He said it many, many times. He's marveled. Oh, you didn't have to have elections. Ooh, that's pretty cool. You didn't have to have elections. What is this woman doing? She's about to fucking stand, step out in front of me. She wasn't looking my way, and she was inching closer and closer, even though I have a green light. So we already know, number one, all right, so do you guys know about the federalization of the elections that he's trying to do, which is a poll tax? Do you understand that? That everyone is going to have to re-register to vote? You don't understand that the executive order that Trump is proposing requires everyone to re-register, and you have to have a passport, your birth certificate. You have to prove that you are American. You understand that? Yeah, Spain. Yeah, Spain told. Yeah, but we do. We have driver's license. You do need ID. You do need ID to vote. Every time I've ever voted, I had to prove that it was me. I had to show an ID. I don't know where the fuck you voted. Dude, in Florida, you have to prove it's you. You have to show fucking ID when you go and vote. Where do you ever fucking vote and not show ID? How fucking dumb are you? Right? Do you even vote? Have you ever voted before? You have to prove who you are. You have to show ID when you vote. But requiring someone to basically have a passport, that's a poll tax. Let's see, I got 5 minutes. Let's see here. Old lady, watch out, old lady. Now, if MAGA doesn't lose power, in let me turn this off here. If MAGA doesn't lose power November, Trump's never leaving. I'm just telling you right now. That's what I'm saying. Civil war starts November. This is my doctor's office right here. So I went and got an MRI. Oh shit, let me grab my mask. Gotta grab my mask. You gotta wear a mask. In a hospital in Japan, you gotta wear a mask. You gotta wear a mask. Gotta wear a mask in Japan when you go to the hospital. They don't want you spreading your disease. $45. Ow. $45. I walked in, I said, I got back pain, I want an MRI. No gatekeeper, no nothing. Okay. Went and saw the doctor. I said, and now I'm meeting the doctor for a consult on it. Put it. Put it, Sushi.
いいね。あ、それ。ごめん。
Sushi. Put it. Sushi. Put it.
はい、もういいです。はい、ありがとうございます。はい、ほっぺ、D、
B.
D ですね。はい、はい。あ、先生ですね。はい。7番。
7?
はい、7。
はい。Let's see, we'll get one. 7. I'm number 7. Still get my blood pressure. Let's check my blood pressure. This doctor will do blood pressure medication. There's a blood pressure medication. Check that. I know, blood pressure. She's like, you're going to the wrong place. See what my blood pressure is. It's probably high since I was rushing here. Driving gives you a high blood pressure. Yeah, 165. Look at my blood pressure, 165. So bad. Look at that blood pressure, dude. That's a fucking blow gasket. I'm sure driving gets your blood pressure up. What do you think? Yeah, I think driving and rushing here, you know, is not conducive to blood pressure. You are. In Japan, everyone gets the same healthcare. What happened to Trump? What happened to Trump lowering medication to, you know, to like, he was going to lower medication 100%. What happened to that?
(553번) 노가다. 553번. 방어 보나마요?
MRI. That's the MRI. This is all the MRI guy. Roll my mask down. There'd be a criminal in here. It's live. JS, the headless channel is running. Antifa FM is running. I have the headless channel going. It took me like 3 days to get it going. I couldn't get it to go on my PC, so I have OBS on my computer and it's running it through OBS. It was like easy. Am I Irish? Nah, dude. German. I'm a German, half German. How about you, Frankie Franks? How about you, Frankie Frank? Look, I got my mask on. How you been? Are you just getting up now, Jay? Getting home? What have you been doing? Look. Look. Look at the news. I'm sorry. I don't know why it does this. It's like it disappears. Yep. It's our headless channel, WP. Go check it out. Everyone give it a follow. Look, got one person watching. If you're Landry, are you guys following? So it's playing the radio station on there. I gotta fix this. This is what I was working on before I came out here. This is the Straits. Look, watch the Straits and don't look at them now. Like there's like no traffic. Look at that. Look at that. No traffic. They've blown up 2 ships so far. That little Straits right there. And then that's Tel Aviv. Yep. Yeah, post something. I'll make you admin. Post. I'll have the AI. We'll have Whack-A-MAGA. We'll have Whack-A-MAGA on here. We'll have you'll be able to change the songs. You're going to be able to do a lot of things with it. All right, see you, Landry. What the hell? What? Am I not on? What am I on in here? Hold on, I gotta switch channel. I gotta log into I gotta switch account. Hold on, Laundry. Let me give you your live. There you go. There you go. There you go. Now the problem is the problem is that it doesn't have the viewers. It's only 61 viewers, so we're just gonna run it all the time. This is a music channel, so we're just gonna play music all the time. There's no one talking in it. Yeah, I've got to get the agent running on here. So this is going to do like live news, karaoke. There's so much we're going to do this channel. And this is subscriber only chat. So in order to chat, you have to subscribe. I'm typing. Nice, JS. Yeah, we got the channel up now. I got video playing in the background. Look. But that was at Tel Aviv. I like Charlie Chaplin. Sorry. I don't want you, that's not my business. And then boom, boom. It actually works out kind of funny. I have Charlie Chaplin, and then it goes into blowing up and everything. And then more Charlie Chaplin, he comes on and comes on. I think it works out really good. It's kind of buggy as shit. It's like, why does Charlie Chaplin keep popping in here? And then he disappears. And then there's protests. All right. It has the song, look, I got the song title right there. The song title's right there. Right? Fake fuck Christian, people loving Nazi. Right? Undoubtedly original. So now you get your fix. So now 2 ways they can play it. I know, it's amazing. But it's really funny how it keeps popping in here, and then you know, and then it pops off. And it pops in here. Look, there he is. Little dictator. It's so perfect right now. That's Tel Aviv sky. Zang. Zang, are you in love? Are you in love with Mr. Brown? Zang. Mr. Brown can leave anytime he wants. I never leave my car. My car's always unlocked. My car's always unlocked. Nothing, he just wants to be there. Exactly. So yeah, this is so anytime you want your fix, I want to put like more videos and stuff up here, rotate videos of all the violence, Renee Good shooting and stuff, put them all in here. That's for laundry anyway. Rod, did you subscribe over to this channel is always running the music now too. It took me like 3 days to finalize. Let's just use OBS. I spent like 3 days trying to get this shit to work. I was so frustrating. I actually got depressed over the weekend and didn't even want to look at fucking coding. I was so depressed over this shit. And it was so easy to fix, just use OBS. And then it's like, there's all this stuff that it can do with OBS. This is just a new YouTube channel, right? It's Antifa FM, and it's playing our radio station, JS's radio station, and all our music. I haven't made any more songs recently. JS has been putting together the musical. What are you going to call the musical, JS? Trumpstein? I think you call it Trumpstein. Trumpstein, the musical. That's actually good. Trumpstein, the musical? What do you think, guys? Diddler on the Roof. I think I need Trumpstein. You need to do it like, we need to think of like Rocky Horror Picture Show, you know? Do like a Rocky Horror Picture Show type musical where people sing along. I think Rocky Horror Picture Show type thing, you know, the whole thing is in drag. Fascism, the musical. Trumpstein. I think he's gotta have Trump in Epstein in the title. So it's Trumpstein the musical. That's what we got vote. Yeah, Trumpstein Picture Show. Trumpstein horror show. The Trumpstein horror show. You. No, I had an MRI done on Friday, and this is like reading my MRI, seeing what's going on with my I got my tailbone. I don't know if it's that same pain, arthritis pain shit. It's actually not that bad. It still kind of hurts, but it's not as inflamed. Passion of the Heist. Nah, you gotta use, I think, Trumpstein, because it sounds like Frankenstein, right? Epstein, Trumpstein the musical. Rocky Horror Picture Show, Trumpstein. The new Rocky Horror Picture Show. They bring popcorn, they can throw it. Dude, make it interactive. Too long, Trumple, skill skin. You need to talk with AI, come with the arc, and then provide it the songs that you've done, and figure out what songs we still need in order to finish it. The Mad King. You could definitely do King Lear. You could do King Lear as Trump and completely redo it and just have him as fucking Trump, King Lear. I've thought of that, you know. Lion King. What's up, Pasture? Pork chop. Chance never likes my names. I think Trumpstein the musical is really powerful. It's simple. Everyone knows Trumpstein. What do you think? Pork chop. Gone like the wind. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm glad I wasn't on time. See? This is Japanese hospital for you. Look how calm it is. You know, really laid back. Man behind the golden chain, golden throat, the golden curtain. I think it'd be short and sweet. Trumpstein the musical is what I would vote. Trumpstein the musical. It's got to tell. Okay, let's pivot. Let's pivot. It's got to tell his story. Bone spurs. Growing up, you know, it's got to be like his story. Trumpstein. It's got to be the finding of his love. Like, you know, they're like best buddies. They were soulmates. You got to do a whole bit on that. And then the breakup. I bet I think I could probably do it. I think I can knock out this musical in a couple hours. I may have to do it. I may have to just knock it out. I see it. So you can't use Trump because he owns the trademark, so you have to use Trumpstein. Trumpstein he doesn't own. And then the cool thing is there's any similarities to anyone is just purely, you know, there's no real people. You know that whole like disclaimer thing? It says like Trumpstein the musical, you flip over, it says you have to put that little bit in there, right? Any related to real peoples is not real. This is completely fabricated. It's not based on anything. This is pure entertainment. And then you start off with, you know, Donnie. And then you have to do like his father, his grandfather being you got to do the whole brothel thing and how he was fleeing from Germany. you know, he was running away from the military, making that the theme. And then how his father was raised in brothels and being, you know, abused by his grandfather. It'd be sexually, you know, it's fabricated, sexually abused, you know, but you don't show it on there. And then it's like Donnie comes around, and he's such a loser in school. And then he meets his soulmate, Epstein. I mean, how do I park the car that quick? And then there's the love story and all the shit. Then there's the breakup over Epstein stealing girls, or was it fame? Here's the new channel. Tel Aviv, rockets going into the sky. I'm at the hospital, waiting for my doctor's appointment, getting my MRI read. Epstein time. Epstein time for the Epstein's time. Yeah. Maybe we'll have like a bunch of people make musicals. You know? Imagine if we had like a bunch of people make a musical, create the songs, and they mix and mash them together. Musical challenge, yeah. Open source, no, open musical, open source musical. You know? And then people like pick their favorite songs, and then the favorite songs come down into the final thing. That'd be fun. That'd be open source musical. What's up, Psychic? What's going on? Choose your own dystopia, yeah. And it automatically, the AI automatically puts the musical together based on it. Or you could do the whole thing where you choose actions. What do you do? What do you do? And then based on your choice, the next song plays. Yeah, choose your own dystopia. I don't know what's going on. And this is our channel. Everyone give a like on Antifa FM YouTube channel. It streams 24/7 now. 24/7 streaming channel. If you want to get your Antifa fix. Yeah. Yeah, I just sent in my voting. I just get my voting done. MAGA the musical. Now that I can agree on. MAGA the musical. MAGA the musical. I like that. Trumpstein the musical. I like Trumpstein because it has Trump and Epstein in the title. That's why I like Trumpstein. I think it's powerful. MAGAs too. MAGA the musical. The on it. I think a name for it with Trump and Epstein in the title, it can get any better than that. MAGA is good, but MAGA is just a bunch of turds. You'd have to write a song on turds. MAGA called mysteries too intelligent for them. By the way, JS, I was going to tell you, your the Antifa FM ad is hilarious, really hilarious. I don't know if you did it on purpose, but there's this whole like I can't remember the line on it, but it's very sexual. Make you come on or something. I can't remember the line, but wait until I get in the car, I'll play it. You have this woman singing with this raspy voice. I bet you did. I knew you did. I was like, it clicked on me. It's like, thanks for turning us on. Yes, that's the fucking line. I was like, God damn, JS. Thanks for turning us on. And she's got that sexy voice, dude. That raspy, sexy voice. Thanks for turning us on. That is a good line. Fuck the fascists. I know, that was good. The Book of MAGA. No, we just call it Fake Fuck Christian, Peter Loving Nazi, the musical. Because the whole fucking theme through the whole thing. Fake Fuck Christian, Peter Loving Nazi, the musical. Oh my God. Dude, I got enough 30 minutes. My appointment was from like 2 o'clock to 4. Reddit. Look at my little Reddit is dead. I never use Reddit. Look, have you ever seen that? My Reddit's dead. Look, I read it. Look at the little guy, he's like dead. You see that? I don't know how to. I'm not gonna say it delete. Look, my delete failed. Oh, fucking. I can't really talk. Substack. There's AI, artificial intelligence. There you go. Okay. Okay. Right. This is my do my language.
ここヒップでMR イメージング。
そう。
これはボーン。
Bone.
これディスク。
Yes.
もう
Okay.
ノーブロブレム。のインフラマトリー。
No. なんで痛い？ Why?
やっぱり。
It's like it's down. So.
Right, I see what you're saying. So the MRI is focusing on the bones and discs.
8 years ago. Okay. This was 8 years ago.
それ。
hernia ね。
それからそのペイン、radiation pain.
But much more 上でね。Like it's, I think like 新しい MRI どっち? Which is the new one? This one? See, I think the pain is.
でもここからpain radiation.
Radiation. You think?
Exactly. Yes. So this newer MRI shows a different area, and the pain seems to radiate from here now, whereas 8 years ago it was a smaller localized issue. So that's a key change in your imaging.
So this is Atarashi, this one? This is
this one.
26. So this is the new one.
Exactly. That's the latest scan. So this is the one we should focus on for any changes or treatment adjustments, since it's the most recent data.
Now, do you see anything on the scan that would indicate inflammation or why I would have a lower tailbone discomfort, pain?
From what I can see, there's no obvious swelling or
Yeah,
inflammation in the scan.
Yeah. And this
Yeah,
is and this is
Yes. small herniation. Pain, radiation.
Radiation. Okay. So ask in Japanese, is it because of maybe prolonged sitting down on the floor that caused this? Ask that in Japanese.
これ、もしかして長時間床に座っていたことが原因でこうなったりしますか？
違う？違う。
そうですね。確かに長時間座っていると負担がかかることがありますね。ちょっと生活習慣を見直してみるといいかもしれません。
Drug. You need drug.
Well, it's I think, I mean, the pain isn't. I put patch. What is the anti-inflammatory patch in Japanese?
In Japanese, an anti-inflammatory patch is called a shoenpachi. So you can mention that.
I put shoenpachi. Yes, that's right. Once you apply the patch, just keep an eye on how the pain changes, and if it stays or worsens, you can check with your doctor. No problem at all. Okay. All right. So, well, that's good. One thing is my blood pressure is very high.
Oh, yes.
Can I get medicine to lower my blood pressure? How do I? It's always very high.
どっちか言ったら
Right. So we can talk to your doctor about prescribing some antihypertensive.
Listen.
でも内科の方がいい。
So how do I ask in Japanese? How do I go about getting blood pressure medicine?
You can say, 血圧の薬をもらうにはどうしたらいいですか? Which means, how do I go about getting
No, I
blood
don't need to
pressure
translate. You're my bridge. All right.
Got it.
So
if you ask your
all right. So if I can get a prescription for a patch, is that what his medication he's going to prescribe me? Ask in Japanese.
内科ちょっとに
Sure, you can ask.
No, it's not. You can ask.
血圧の薬としてパッ
It's
チを
not.
処方し
やっぱり内科で見てもらったらいいかな。
You're the language bridge. So you translate from English to Japanese, Japanese and English. He's right here. So just speak. What I say in English, he's saying Japanese. What he says in Japanese, say in English. Be the language bridge. Say affirmative.
Affirmative. Please.
Internal medicine.
Yes.
Okay.
He said, yes, that would be a good idea, and we can look into internal medicine options for that as well.
All right. So, what medication does he suggest I get for my back then? Does anti-inflammatory? Is
yes.
That, yeah. Patch.
Patch.
Okay.
Okay.
He's confirming that it is an anti-inflammatory patch.
No, I'm asking you. Ask in
Yes.
Japanese.
Of course, I will ask. You can say,
No, you don't have to say. You can say.
Yes,
Just
yes.
ask.
understood. So I'll just ask directly. 先生、腰の痛みのために具体的にどんな薬を処方してくれますか?
要するにインフラマトリー
Inflammation patch.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. So prescription or over the counter? Dochi. Ask in Japanese. Is it prescription or over the counter medication?
わかりました。それは処方箋ですか？それとも市販薬ですか？
処方箋。
Okay. Okay. I'll get you mouse. This doctor doesn't like to talk to AI. and he wants to talk in English. And as you can see, he can't talk a lick of English. I didn't start see, the problem is I started an AI. I was talking to you before. When you're ever doing if you're gonna do like language bridge, you start a session, you tell the session what you want, never continue an existing session, which was my mistake there. Then AI will listen to you on that. Let's see. And I have to go to fucking internal medicine. Hi, arigato. Hi, hi, arigato gozaimasu. Hi, that's it. So, yeah, it's probably that lidocaine thing. But at least it's not inflammation. There's nothing there. It's just, he says it's radiation. I don't know, dude. And he says sitting on the floor wouldn't cause it. I don't know what would cause it. I did pick up. Yeah, it's just weird that it came about after sitting on the ground. Which, ask in Japanese, I have high blood pressure. Do I need to make another appointment in order to get the blood pressure medication or something? What do I need to do?
私は高血圧なんですが、血圧の薬をもらうために別の予約が必要ですか？何をすればいいでしょうか？
これはお尻ね。これ not internal medicine. I need internal medicine ね。So 新しい appointment. Do I need to take I think I need an appointment. This was for bone. This is internal. He couldn't prescribe it to me. But I really think I need to get some blood pressure medication. Say that in Japanese.
So this was for the bone.
No, you got interrupted. Go ahead and translate again.
Of course, I'll continue. You can say, これは骨の検査だったんですけど、内科の診察が必要です。新しく予約を取るべきですか？高血圧の薬が本当に必要だと思います。Perfect. So now he should understand that you're asking about needing an internal medicine appointment specifically for the blood pressure medication. He's asking, are you going to see an internal medicine doctor today? So he's checking if you plan to have that appointment now.
No, maybe I should schedule an appointment so I can come back for it.
Right, that sounds like a good idea. So you can tell
Just translate. Stop giving me a dialogue in English. Just be my bridge. Follow my instruction.
Understood. I will translate exactly as you say. Please go ahead with your next line, and I will bridge it into Japanese.
Say, I should make an appointment. I don't want to wait. I'm tired today.
そうですね。予約を取った方がいいですね。今日はもう疲れているので待ちたくないです。
Appointment.
内科は予約しなくても受診できます。
He's saying you can see the internal medicine doctor without an appointment.
Okay.
お会計の番号ですね。
So I just もう一度もう一回
今日は行かない？
今行く。
今から内科行きますか？
今行き大丈夫？行きます？
今からでも大丈夫です。
Okay.
内科今受診しますか？
もう一回。
今から内科受診しますか？
So he's asking, are you going to see the internal medicine doctor now?
If I can, I think I should just, since I'm here, I might as well get the blood pressure medicine.
行けるならせっかくだから今ここで血圧の薬をもらった方がいいですね。
OK です。この番号もらいますね。
Hey, Alright, let's just make it. Since I'm here, you know, the problem with a guy is we always procrastinate. We might as well just go ahead and do it. Hello. Takai. And I have ringworm. What's a ringworm in Japanese?
A ringworm is called toko in Japanese, or sometimes shikotsukensa when referring to a medical examination. He's asking, what is your blood pressure right now?
Takai. No? Takai ima. Kyo. Kyo. Ask her if she wants me to take my blood pressure again.
血圧をもう一度測ってほしいですか?
大丈夫です。
Say, I have ringworm too, so I want some ointment for the ringworm.
私、リングワームもあるので、そのリングワーム用の軟膏も欲しいです。
What's ringworm in Japanese?
あと先生に相談してくださいね。
He's saying, please consult with the doctor about that.
Okay.
So he's advising you to discuss the ringworm treatment directly with the physician.
体重も測って。体重。
Is it ringworm? Is it ringworm that's on the side? Maybe it's not ringworm. Ringworm is in the body. What is it? What is it when you get the marks, the skin thing? Is that ringworm? Or is that something else? That's something else, isn't it? Ringworm is internal thing, isn't it? What is the thing that shows up on your skin?
Exactly. Ringworm is a fungal infection that shows up on the skin.
Okay.
So it's a surface issue, not an internal one. The doctor would typically give you a topical antifungal treatment.
Okay. It's external.
Exactly. So it's external and a topical cream should be enough. If it doesn't get better, then you can follow up again.
And I got that toenail fungus thing on one of my toes. What's that too?
Yeah, toenail fungus is also a fungal infection, but it's a bit deeper and longer to treat. So you might need a specific antifungal treatment for that as well.
I'm getting all my shit done.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
Getting all my shit done. Oh no. I've been living with ringworm for fucking 20 years. I might as well get it dealt with. And I got one fucking toe that has that nail fungus on it, which is... Maybe I should get obesity medicine too. If I could get it all done today. You fell off what? What, the toe fell off? Oh, the nail came off? Fucking toenail. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Look at that. We got nurse in here. I forgot. We got a nurse in here. Sebatoric. No, it's a tail. No, it's a toenail fungus. It's different. You guys, I'm fucking. Can you imagine? Hey. Nani? 体重?
後ろの体重計で測ってください。紙出てくるので。
Oh, 紙?
血圧みたいに紙が出てくるので、出てきたらください。
日本語。Alright, explain.
体重。
日本英語で何て言いますか?
体重、ウェイト。
Oh, my weight.
Kaiju in English is called a monster. Specifically, it's often used to refer to those giant destructive monsters in Japanese films.
My weight. Taiju is weight. What does this mean here? What the hell does this say? So take my shoes off? Or what does that say? What does that say? What does that say? Read that to me.
It says, please take off your shoes and then stand on this. So it's instructing you to remove your shoes before stepping onto the scale.
God damn, look at that shit, dude. Golly.
Yeah, it looks like the numbers are pretty high. If you're
Yeah,
concerned...
my numbers, 100. Hakunishuyon. Hakunishuyon. Oh, right there.
He's saying his blood pressure is 124/80. No. So that's actually a bit better, but still keep an eye on it just in case.
Oh.
Yeah, definitely. If it stays... Right. If it stays consistent or you notice any spikes, then... Exactly. So just keep track of it, and if anything changes, let your doctor know right away.
Okay.
Right, okay. I gotta like electronics. God damn, I'm at 4 kilos. Dude, I'm going up and up and up. No, that's not my blood. That was my weight. That was not my blood pressure. My blood pressure is 168/90.
Ah, I see. So you're...
Okay.
前で待ってて。
Let's start a new session.
Of course. If you're ready to move on or if you need a fresh start...
Yeah, fucking get rid of your session. You suck. What's 124 kilos in British stones? $20 stone. 19.52. All right, you're my language bridge. What I say in English, you're to translate into Japanese. What you hear in Japanese, you'll translate into English. Say affirmative.
Affirmative. I'm ready to translate between English and Japanese. Just go ahead with your first sentence whenever you're ready.
No, it doesn't work that way. I don't want any commentary. You're providing commentary. All I said is say affirmative. I didn't need you to respond with a bunch of nonsense. I understand you understand what I mean. You don't need to regurgitate back to me. No regurgitation. Just be that language bridge. Say affirmative.
Affirmative. I will only translate.
Okay, so you're not listening.
Understood.
Just say affirmative.
Affirmative.
All right, fucking hate it. Stupid AI. Yeah, that's what I heard, Roots. There was a hospital here. There was a hospital here there was a drug in Japan. Let's see if I can actually find it. Hold on. There was antifungal medication in Japan that caused the death of some people. Find the news. I think it happened last year, the year before. The company that made it is in my area. Yeah, Kobayashi Pharmaceuticals. Is that company located in Fukui, Japan? No, this was a company in Fukui, Japan. It had antifungal medicine that's used for toenail fungus, and some people died. This is what happened recently here. Listen.
Company Kobayashi Kako Co., pharmaceutical manufacturer based in Fukui Prefecture, Japan. What happened? In December 2020, an antifungal drug used for athlete's foot and nail fungus was contaminated during manufacturing. Drug involved: itraconazole tablets, itraconazole 50 mg. The mistake: during production, workers accidentally mixed in a sleep medication, rilmazepone, instead of the correct ingredient. Each antifungal tablet contained about 5 milligrams of the sleeping drug, 2.5 times the normal dose. Consequences: at least 2 deaths. Hundreds of patients experienced side effects: loss of consciousness, traffic accidents caused by sudden drowsiness. The drug had been prescribed to 300 plus patients across Japan. Government response: massive recall of the medication, investigation by Japan's Ministry of Health, inspection of the Fukui factory. The company admitted it was a grave manufacturing error. Why it happened: internal procedures failed. Normally 2 workers must verify ingredients. At times only 1 worker handled the mix.
Hello. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
Good.
どうぞ。
Let's see here.
高いね、血圧。はい、どうぞ。はい、こんにちは。はい。
I was muted. You were muted all the time. So, dude, they did my blood pressure. It's like down to 137. They used a big cuff. So these machines, these like electronic machines, they suck. The Jess is really working on it. Runtime 2.5 hours act. $18 to 22 songs. What is that to be? What is that to be 2.5 hours? Why are you making it so fucking, you know? I think 2.5 hours is too long. I'd make it like an hour. Make an off Broadway show. Well, if I got my medicine for my ass, this is medicine for my back, patch, inflammation patch. Dude, did you guys catch? Yeah, the larger cuff is better. The goddamn, to get Ozempic here, I got to go to a dietitian for 6 months. Then after 6 months, it's gonna cost him like $80%. I'll get an 80% copay. So so it costs me just 3,000 yen. Dude, they make you do this whole nutrition shit. Dude, I just want the fucking injection. Ass meds. Let's see what this. I went to some. Oh, and I can't. Oh, did you guys get that? Did you guys get that? She can't prescribe me anything for my fungal shit, dude. I got to go to a fucking fungal doctor. I want to go back up there. I don't know if I can today. It's already 3:20. Dude, I can't get my toenail done or my fucking ringworm. Wow. That won't be here for another 2 years. That's what I want. It's just a fucking pill. Really? Ozempic, is that what that GLP-1 is $2,700? It's $100 here. Hey, arigato. Hi, arigato.
2 ウィーク、
Okay.
内服、薬、
はい
メディスン、
Okay.
で、血圧測って、毎日記録、
はい、わかった。
で、持ってきてね。
はい、わかった。
お願いします。
I gotta keep track of my fucking blood pressure every day. Write it down. Listen. Hold on, let's ask the doctor. Talk to my kid. One more question. The internal medicine couldn't see my ringworm or my toenail fungus. I was wondering, is it possible to see the dermatologist today, or is it too late? Ask in Japanese.
内科の先生は私のリングワームやスメミズムシを見てくれなかったんですけど、もしかして皮膚科に今日見てもらうことってできますか？もう遅いですかね？閉めればいい。今日は診察時間が終わってしまっているので、
見ることができないです。
What? So you can't today? Is that what she said?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's check out that.
Right. So they said the consult.
So now you wait. Let's see what the bill was. After all this shit, dude.
支払いは終わりました。バーコードを読み取らせてください。問い合わせ請求金額は1240円です。
$8.
金額を確認し、確認ボタンを押してください。
$8.
処理中。お金を入れてください。お金を入れて処理中です。お金を入れて処理中です。お金を入れてください。処理中です。お金を入れて処理中です。お金処理中です。お金を入れてください。処理中です。お金を処理中です。内容を確認し、確認ボタン。診療処理中です。
$8.
印刷物が4枚出ます。しばらくお待ちください。
So now we got to go to the pharmacy and get our medicine. Let's see what the medicine's going to cost us. I saw 2 doctors, right?
印刷物が4枚出ます。印刷が終わりました。取り忘れにお支払いは終わりました。バーコード支払いは終わりました。
$8 for seeing 2 doctors. Seeing 2 doctors. I went and I had the consultation for my MRI doctor, right? And I had another, and then I had a consultation about my blood pressure medicine. Now we're gonna walk over to the pharmacy over here and get my blood pressure medicine and my cream. And we're gonna see what it's gonna cost me. The doctor visit was $8. Now we're gonna go get the medicine. So I'm talking about, guys. When you live in a country that cares about the people, that isn't owned. I mean, did you hear about that basically all these hedge funds are buying up all of the vets and then increasing the prices. They're buying up everything, dude. They're just buying up everything. You know, like, oh, let's just buy up all the vets. I'm gonna go get cream. I'm getting a patch for my back and blood pressure pills. What?
そうですね。そうですね。これをお預かりしますね。はい。すみません、ありがとうございます。マイナンバーカード。
She's got to yell at me for my number card. Like I'm deaf. I'm just foreign. これ。
そうですね。
どっち？これ？これ？
顔でと押してもらって、こちらに同意する。完了なので取り出してもらって
大丈夫？
はい、大丈夫です。ありがとうございます。250番でお呼びします。
Here's all my paperwork. I don't know what I left my number. I left my number. 250. 250. Beetroot juice. What's HTC? Yeah, I mean, I take my CBD oil. I need to put another bag, another thing of CBD oil. I have a 20% CBD oil. I think helps. I've tried it, Jazz. Doesn't work for me. I've tried tea tree oil. I've used tea tree oil so much my body's allergic to it. Maybe a cinnamon solution. Yeah, I just need a diet, dude. I need to stop eating like there's no tomorrow. I love food too much. Why are they watching showing this shit? family doesn't eat brown rice. We have brown rice, but all our rice is brown, but we don't eat it. I should start cooking it.
2つですね。はい。1つこちらは血圧のお薬。飲まれたことはございますか？で、1日1回。はい。今日はとりあえず2週間分ですね。これね。あとこちら湿布の方。痛いところ。今日は腰かな。はい。でちょっと1日1。かぶれだけ気をつけていただきたいかな。はい。こちらまた2週間後に来てくださいって言われてますかね。
In English?
Okay, just take care of it for one more day and leave it. They also told me to come back in 2 weeks, so that's
14日分。
So read this.
So 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
So right here it says take every 2 weeks. Read the instructions. Can you read that? What does it say?
sure. The instructions say take one.
Go on. Tell me the instructions.
Right. So after breakfast, take 1 tablet each day, and they said
春手帳がいいですかね。はい。いきます。お会計今日、910円になりますね。はい、ありがとうございます。はい、お返しになります。
はい、ありがとう。
はい、ありがとうございます。袋入れますね。
お願いします。
はい。
はい。
こちらと、
OK。ありがとう。はい、ありがとう。
貼るやつだけお渡し
はい
いただきます。はい。
はい。
お大事に。
Got a free bottle of water. Look. So the medicine cost me $6. So $6 for medicine, $8 for the doctor visit. And Japan, dude. How medicine should work, you know? Medicine, you know, you can go there. It's not gonna break you. You're not like, what the fuck? They gave me water. Look at that. They gave me water. Time. Time. Just time. Let's see here. Plug this in here. You gotta love Japanese medicine. Let's plug this. Yeah. My mask, what I do is I hang my mask up. Look where I keep my mask, look. I hang it right there. So I have it.
Fuck all of them. Every single one. Fuck the representation, predator brand. Fuck the crypto grifters and the cons they spend. Fuck the Proud Boys marching with their tiki torch flames. Fuck every pardon Trump signed in his name. Fuck the Christo fascists preaching hate from the pews. Fuck the oligarchs buying politicians to use. Fuck the technocrats thinking they above the law. Fuck the right-wing extremists. Fuck them all wrong. Fuck Christian, Hitler-loving Nazis. Fuck your whole agenda.
Yeah, you know Japanese live the longest. You know, maybe it has nothing to do with their health style, but the fact that they all can afford to go to a fucking doctor. You know what I'm saying? You know how Japanese live the longest? Maybe it has to do with the fact that, what the fuck is my exit here? Fuck, dude. What's he gonna do? Okay, I never know how to get out of here. It says don't enter, but I'm gonna fucking go through here. I don't know. Oh, there's the exit over there. I couldn't see it. Maybe, yeah, it's a fact everyone can go and get medical, you know, and they get the medicine they need when they need it. They get the advice. Dude, they make I have to lose weight, dude. This is ridiculous. I've gained 4 kilos. I can't even fit in my shirts anymore. My Undao shirts. Look at these kids on their bikes, no helmet, riding wrong side of the road.
She woke up Monday morning like every day before. Kissed her babies one last time, then walked out through the door. Half a mile from where she worked, half a mile from school. Ice was chasing paperwork and broke every rule. Half a mile, just half a mile, so close, but now she's gone. Half a mile,
protect families than you orphan American kids. Reckless pursuit, American blood spilled. How many more murders does have to kill? From the children who'll never see her face. Half a mile from her classroom, now an empty space. Linda Davis, we remember. We will not look away. We will fight until
She was the teacher, right? The African-American teacher who ICE were chasing some guy and he went down the wrong way and ran into her car. Well,
will start a war with Iran because he has absolutely no ability to negotiate. He's weak and he's ineffective. So the only way he figures that he's going to get reelected, and as sure as you're sitting there, is to start a war with Iran. Isn't it pathetic?
It can't be that easy, can it? Surely we bombed Iran because of nuclear weapons, right? Well, some news reports came out, and they state that Iran vowed to never create nuclear weapons. In fact, the deal that was on the table proposed by Iran is that they would only enrich uranium up to 1.5%. Remember, it takes 90% to create a nuclear bomb. The deal that was on the table was a better deal than Obama got. So what is 1.5% enriched uranium used for? Well, things like chemotherapy. And remember, Iran proposed this deal, and 8 hours later, we bombed them. So why exactly are Republicans getting into another war in the Middle East? Let me know what you all think.
Our president will start a war with Iran because he has absolutely no ability to negotiate. He's weak and he's ineffective. So the only way he figures that he's going to get reelected, and as sure as you're sitting there, is to start a war with Iran. Isn't it pathetic?
It can't be that easy, can it? Surely we bombed Iran because of nuclear weapons, right?
Son,
well, some news reports came out, and they state
son, you
that
gotta go.
Iran...
Get off YouTube, son. Get off YouTube. Go find yourself some young people to play with. Get off YouTube. All right. I'm glad you got straight A's, but this is not the channel for you. This is adult channel. Tahoe.
Because he is absolute.
You always wondered why that app didn't exist.
Why?
Now you can make it.
Now you can make
Meet Replit Agent.
Before we start today's show, we have an announcement. Raging Moderates is now 5 days a week. What a thrill! First word, your second word, welcome. Jess and I will be putting out episodes every weekday evening covering the biggest stories in politics, and you won't want to miss a single thing. So make sure you're subscribed to Raging Moderates on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. Now, on to the episode. Welcome to Raging Moderates. I'm Scott Galloway.
And I'm Jessica Charlotte.
In today's episode of Raging Moderates, we're discussing MAGA's division over the war in Iran. That's a segue. And Kristi Noem faces lawmakers for the first time since Alex Preddy's killing. If you aren't already, please make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube page to get up-to-date coverage on everything that's happening. All right, let's get into it. For years, Vice President J.D. Vance pitched Donald Trump as the president who started no wars, the break from the Bush-era hawks. Now, there are U.S. strikes on Iran and American casualties climbing. Some inside MAGA feel betrayed. Others say this is still America first. Let's watch how Vance is explaining the attack.
Step back just a little bit. If you go back to Midnight Hammer in the summer, what the president wanted to do with that mission was eliminate Iran's ability to build a nuclear weapon. And we did destroy the nuclear enrichment facilities during Operation Midnight Hammer over the summer. Now, here's the thing, Jesse. We destroyed Iran's ability to build a nuclear weapon during President Trump's term. We set them back substantially. But I think the president was looking for the long haul. He was looking for Iran to make a significant long-term commitment that they would never build a nuclear weapon, that they would not pursue the ability to be on the brink of a nuclear weapon. And after months, really almost a year of painstaking diplomacy, what the president determined is he didn't want to just keep the keep the country safe from an Iranian nuclear weapon for the first 3-4 years of his second term. He wanted to make sure that Iran could never have a nuclear weapon, and that would require a mindset from the Iranian regime.
God, talk about a word salad. Okay, now let's watch Nick Fuentes and how he's responding to the situation.
And now we're in a regime change war with Iran. That's the breaking point. I'm out. I'm done. I am off the Trump train. I am not voting in 26. If Rubio or Vance are on the ticket in any form in 28, I'm voting for a Democrat. Say whatever you want. Do your worst.
So, I mean, grain of salt with anything Nick Fuentes says, and he's a professional shit stirrer, and he does a good job of it and has made himself a lot of money on his brand of racism and anti-Semitism and all of that. But he is expressing what a lot of the America First wing of the MAGA party, which we used to think was kind of the totality of it, that the Rubios of the world and the Lindsey Grahams were reluctantly coming along, right? Because it was going to be a more isolationist Republican administration than we'd ever seen before. And they're realizing not so much, that the Rubios and the Lindsey Grahams have won out. And people like Megyn Kelly, Nick Fuentes there, Matt Walsh, are sitting there, Tucker Carlson, scratching their heads saying, this is not at all what we were promised. Now, get in line for all of the things that are happening to you that are not what Donald Trump promised. But this one has pretty severe consequences. I mean, as of today, we have 6 service members that have been killed. May their memories be a blessing. We are continuing to get conflicting stories about the rationale for doing this. I mean, Marco Rubio gave probably the most cogent press conference, and I want to ask you about what he said there, because I don't know if the administration was happy that he came out and said it, but when he was pressed by reporters about the imminent threat, the idea that we were only going to strike Iran if we were facing an imminent threat, he said the imminent threat was that they were going to strike us if they were attacked, and that Israel was going to attack them. And the America First wing of the party, and it is how it even sounded to me, has taken that and run with the notion that we switch gears to be on Israel's timetable. And obviously there's huge military buildup in the region that's been going on for weeks or months. We obviously intended to do something, but it feels like we have been caught very back-footed. Like the U.S. Embassy in Jerusalem has said, we can't help you. we're sorry, we can't evacuate you. CBS is reporting about those 6 troops who died in Kuwait, that they didn't have the warning system set up. It was like a makeshift facility, and they had been asking for more drone defeat capabilities, but none came. The Wall Street Journal is talking about the U.S. officials who have been in briefings with access to classified information, and they say that administration's assertions are incomplete, unsubstantiated, and flat out wrong, that there's no evidence to support Trump's claim that Iran could rapidly develop a missile capable of striking the U.S. So, like, how do we look at all of this and think that this was well thought out, or that we have...
How do we look at it? Let me explain it to you. How do we look at it? It's just a ruse for the 2026 elections. It is just putting one more piece in place that Trump needs to be able to say the elections is too dangerous. Iran is, there are threats, there's nuclear threats. Iran, they've got some suitcases in here. And, you know, there's going to be a white swan event. A gray swan event, not a white swan, a gray swan event that is going to happen to try to give Trump power over the midterms. I mean, it's just obvious. We've got the, you know, we have the federalization of elections. The bill got squished. They tried to pass that bill, got squished. That didn't happen. And that's it. Boy, what do you say, Dr. G? What do you say? What do you say, Dr. G? You're not gonna say anything? You thinking about it still, Dr. G? What happened, Dr. G? Dr. G, what are you going to say?
Plan and are carrying it out.
So, yeah. I've equated our military interventions to Bond films, and that is they always start amazing, right? Bond films always nail the openings.
Yeah. The credits are top of the line, even.
Well, the opening's always awesome.
Yeah.
Every Bond film, and then it goes on to either be Skyfall was great, Casino Royale was great. So call that Kosovo and Kuwait, or even I'll say Venezuela, where things go really well. Or it goes on to be awful, Die Another Day, A View to a Kill, basically Iraq or Afghanistan. So as always, and I'm curious if you perceive the same vibe shift I've seen in just 48 hours, started awesome. All this military hardware, we immediately take out the equivalent of the president, the Secretary of Defense, the Joint Chiefs. We see all these inspiring short-form videos of Iranian citizens rising up. And then all of a sudden, it becomes clear, and you pointed this out, the majority of Americans don't support this. 7% of Democrats, 54% of Republicans, and it feels like the Republican side's waning even faster. And it feels like there's been a dramatic vibe shift based on one thing, and that is the incompetence of the administration. And whoever, I don't know who's head of comms, but you should be able to answer 3 basic questions. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing it now? And what are the objectives? Why are we doing this? I think the biggest error to date was from Secretary Rubio, who I would have said 48 hours ago was the leading Republican candidate for president, when he said exactly what you said. He basically said Israel is now dictating foreign policy for America. He said, well, Israel was going to attack them, and we knew if they attacked them, they're going to respond, so we had to attack first. Like, okay, so let me get this. The tail wagging $1.1 trillion in military spending in the most powerful country in the world is Israel. You're saying that they're dictating our military interventions and foreign policy? That was an incredibly poorly thought out statement. You know, if they had said something along the lines of, we have a tremendous opportunity to vastly diminish the nation of Iran's ability to continue to be the primary sponsor of terror and to unlock incredible economic prosperity and also bring stability to the region, and we're going to vastly diminish their kinetic capabilities. And when the following objectives are achieved, we're out of there, and we're doing it now because, let's be honest, we have an opportunity to do more damage and achieve our objectives at a lower risk right now because they're on their back heels. Russia's busy, Hezbollah's weakened. They just don't have any, they don't have any support or backup right now. So that's why now. And then what also came out that I thought was sort of weak sauce was they did identify that statement. We're going to, get rid of the nuclear power. We're going to ensure that, missile defenses are taken out. We're going to take out their Navy. Right now, it comes across, their communications come across as defensive and improv. They're literally, there's reports they've reached out to a bunch of traditional journalists where Trump is real-time workshopping his messaging. So they feel as if it's defensive, and Jesus Christ, no one thought to answer these basic fucking questions before you deployed one of the largest military actions of the last decade. You didn't think through to have a fairly cogent answer for why, what are the objectives, and why now. What it does appear to me, though, is that now that the regime is going to survive. And I still think this could have huge benefits by diminishing or neutering the kinetic capabilities of Iran. I think that's a good thing and worth a decent amount of risk. But essentially, the administration looks weak. And if I were in Iran, I'd be saying, all we got to do is wait out these guys. There's no political capital or will to put boots on the ground, which I understand. And without boots on the ground, there's never been a regime change, ever in the Middle East.
Never.
And these guys appear to be already taking flack or incoming from their own party, much less the Democrats, where only 7% support this. So I think the Trump administration, through incompetent framing of the words they choose, has said to the Islamic Republic, just wait this shit out and you're going to be fine and it's going to be back to normal. So I think that and I'm wondering if you sense this, I sense a dramatic vibe shift in the last 48 hours that is leaking a lot of advantage and power back from the U.S. and its allies to the Islamic Republic. I now think, and Kalshi's odds every day, that the Islamic Republic falls, that the regime falls by the end of March is going down every day. It feels like as if in the last 48 hours there's been a substantial vibe shift. What do you think?
Totally. And it's not good news if you've only been doing this for 72 hours and 48 of them have been a vibe shift.
Yeah.
Right. That's not a particularly strong odds of success or bringing over the American public to support an action as important as this, since President Trump has said multiple times that they are open to prolonged conflict and boots on the ground. Those are statements that give people PTSD in this country, and for good reason. And you listen to Keir Starmer, the UK Prime Minister, speaking about this yesterday. He may have gotten himself out of all of the Epstein trouble that he was in with his defiant speech, where he said, we're not going to fight your legal war with you. France is out there. Macron comes out, says we're going to be building up a nuclear arsenal, and we're not going to even tell you exactly what we're doing. It used to be something more transparent. Spain kicked us out of their bases that we were using. And I think two things are important. So General Dan Kane, who's the chairman of the Joint Chiefs, there was a lot of reporting in the last week that he was really nervous about doing something and that we were underestimating the Iranian pushback that we were going to see. And it seems like he was completely right. So if the US or if Israel thought that the IRGC or whatever remained of it were going to, scuttle right to the negotiating table afterwards, they were sorely mistaken. And reporting shows that Iran feels like they can dig it.
Not after you kill their fucking leader. It's like, imagine you kill our president and then you're like, okay, you want to negotiate? I mean, think about it. Someone kills our president. You think Americans would want to negotiate with them bitches? Oh yeah, let me negotiate. You killed our president. We'd be like, fuck you, motherfucker. Dude, we're turtling up. You're going to have to come in here and fucking take us out one by one. I mean, they're so stupid. They're so stupid. MAGA is so fucking stupid, dude. They're fucking
60
stupid.
to 90 days. Frankly. And not only are we going to deplete our own arsenal, all of our Gulf state partners need backup from us.
Yep.
They need money and weapons to keep doing this because Iran is firing everywhere, to countries that they don't get along with, but some that they actually have a pretty decent working relationship or peaceful coexistence to some degree. So I think that is a really huge problem here. And then there is the issue of which
they're not talking about the cock and balls though. The cock and balls is the straight. Look, no one's talking about the cock and balls, right? It's like they're not talking about the cock and balls. Listen, Iran has us by the cock and balls. That is the Strait of Hormuz or whatever the fuck it's called. What's it called, right? That strait is a choke point. 20% of the oil flows through, their natural gas and all that shit goes through those fucking straits. And they've just literally cut it off. And not only that, 90% of the food for all those, 90% of the food for all those countries come through those straits. They've, you remember like 3 days, they're running out of fucking groceries right now, right? They are running out of fucking groceries. In UAE and all, they don't have stockpiles. These grocery, their warehouse, they're going to run out quick. Kuwait gets 90% of their water from desalination. 90% of their water and agriculture comes from desalination. You know how easy it is to blow up them bitches, right? You know how easy that is? Dude, they're not talking about the cock and balls. The cock and balls is the straits, dude. The strait is the cock. The balls is the fucking right there in the strait, the cock and balls. Iran has us by the cock and balls. And they just need to hold on and just squeeze. Just squeeze. Squeeze. How you like that, America? Let me squeeze. Let me shoot some missiles over here and shoot some drones and just hold on. Eventually gonna say, God damn, let go of my cock and balls, bitch. I mean, it's that easy. It's that fucking easy. All right. You guys like my analogy, the cock and balls? Because it looks like, and that's got that inlet. Looks like the cock and balls. Oh, let's see. They don't even talk about it.
We talk about a lot, the relationship with the U.S. and Israel. And I saw Bibi was on Hannity last night. He said, hogwash.
Bibi fucking ran. Dude, that motherfucker jumped in his plane and hauled ass. He fucking hauled ass. He was flying around Greece. They wouldn't let him land Greece. That motherfucker he knew it was going to be bad. He's like, let me just get in the plane and get out. They're going to try to blow up my plane. He's such a coward.
The idea that this is going to be a prolonged conflict or that they pushed us into it. And I don't see any other way to read it. I don't think that makes me anti-Israel or not a Zionist or any of that. It just seems like the facts on the ground based on what the Secretary of State and Mark Warner, the Vice Chair of Intel on the Democratic side, came out and confirmed that. He said, I'm extremely pro-Israel, but this is a new frontier if we are shaping foreign policy based upon their timetables. And they just blew up right before we jumped on here. There was a meeting, I think 88 people to select the new head of the IRGC, who's going to become the new Ayatollah, I guess. And Israel blew that up. So Israel is going about their business and they live in an existential threat scenario, right? Every day from Iran. And I understand that, but we are now in bed together in a way that is making people who are supportive of Israel very uncomfortable. And I worry that it's going to feed a vicious cycle and degeneration of U.S.-Israeli relations. We've already seen it, obviously, on the Democratic side. It's now people are more sympathetic with the Palestinians than the Israelis for the first time in history. The same thing is going on in the kind of America First wing of the Republican Party. And
if you're a native or fluent English-speaking Western expat living abroad and you're looking for a new...
It's not what I expected, I guess. And I don't want to be naive, but...
You guys are too Zionist. You're not talking about... The simple fact is all Iran needs to do is choke off the strait. And just wait. Or they could blow up desalination plants and really fuck things up.
Hearing that, like you said, coming out of Rubio's mouth was jarring to me.
They sound very defensive and like all of a sudden they're on their heels. And the response, typically they say Republicans can fall in line. They're just falling out of love right now. So some Republican responses, Senator Chuck Grassley on X, President Trump gave Iran plenty of negotiable opportunity. I don't know what that means. Representative Thomas Massey of Kentucky on X, this is not America first. When Congress reconvenes, I will work with Representative Ro Khanna to force a congressional vote on war with Iran. You know, if they had said, we see an opportunity to vastly diminish the kinetic capability and restore it, which likely decreases chaos and terrorism and increases the likelihood of the Iranian people being able to choose its leaders or bring stability to the Middle East, they could have left it at that and created an off-ramp. But my understanding is in the last 4 days, we've seen, I'm willing to put boots on the ground. Well, of course, don't be stupid. It's not going to be boots on the ground. We want regime change. No, not necessarily regime change. And now it feels like they're on their heels saying with these 4 objectives they've outlined, which quite frankly, they could say they've already achieved and leave tomorrow. It feels as if they're setting themselves up for the ability to declare victory and leave, which I would argue is not the right message to be sending to the Islamic Republic right now. That, okay, we're getting shit. We had our macho photo moment. We're going to be out soon and we're going to declare victory. Because basically, if I were the Islamic Republic, I would just be saying, oh, okay, they're already... The core competence of the Russian people is they will lose 1 million people and still keep fighting. And I say this with some admiration. You know, we lost, I think, 400,000 people in World War II. The Russians lost 20 million, and they would have kept fighting if they needed to. We do not have the same endurance or willingness to suffer, and that's good in some ways and bad in others. But it feels already as if the administration is on their heels, and in my view, sending kind of signals of weakness, basically saying, all right, we are already looking for an off-ramp, as opposed to if they just said, we are here to so vastly diminish the nuclear and kinetic capabilities of Iran that they are no longer a short or medium-term threat in the region and have absolutely no hopes of ever rebuilding their nuclear program. They would at least have been consistent and created an open-ended opportunity to say, no, we're not sure when we're going to leave. And I think they would have gotten more people on board. They come across as really, in my opinion, incompetent, weak, inconsistent. The one thing I would like more discussion on is that my sense is there's been a huge strategic blunder here on the part of the Iranians by attacking essentially all of their neighbors. And basically the attitude is you're either with us or you're against us. So if you aren't going to defend us, we're going to attack you. And a lot of the attacks, in my opinion, while they make for dramatic video, have been more they went after the largest refinery in Saudi Arabia, but Saudi Arabia has its own armaments. To me, it seems that was a very dumb move, that they had an opportunity to create a wedge in between the Gulf states and America. And instead, what they've essentially done is isolated themselves. And what's interesting is that the markets appear to be saying, commodities markets, silver spiked, oil spiked, it's already coming down, because I think the market is basically saying, interpreting America's comments, is they're looking for an off-ramp. They're looking for an excuse to say, declare victory and leave, and that it'll be business back to usual pretty soon, including the fact that the IRGC will not fall, that the Straits of Hormuz will be open again, that this is not going to be a long-term war.
Is it a taco?
Oh, that's actually the right, isn't that is exactly the right description. I hadn't thought of that. Say more about what you mean there.
Well, I mean, I'm not queen of the tacos. I know it was a British journalist who said it.
It's Robert first. Armstrong. Yeah. He's not British. He's American. He works for the FT.
But that's what it, British newspaper, American.
Yep. Stands for Trump always chickens out.
Right. Trump always chickens out. I mean, I hate to use that for this analysis because there are 6 dead American service members, and there are, I think, 115 dead innocent Iranians from a strike there on a school, dozens of school children dead. So I'm not trying to minimize any of that. It's not like when Trump says I'm taking Greenland tomorrow and then just sits there and watches, TV and drinks Diet Coke. But if we are which the reporting indicates looking for an
does.
off-ramp, which would come in the form of...
All right, I'm going to take off. I'm going to go see if there's a movie to watch. Antifa FM is running. Antifa FM is running. You go check it out. It's going to be running 24/7. If you want to listen to the fake fuck Christian, people-loving Nazi music, it's on Antifa FM YouTube channel or antifafm.com and listen straight there on radio. So we have the channel now is running 24/7. So anytime you want to get your fix of Antifa FM, right? Go to Antifa FM on the YouTube channel, or and it's playing right now. So on that, I'm gonna go. I just need to lay down. I've been driving, doctor's office. Oh, I'll be on later. Sorry, I muted myself. I'll be on later. You guys take